Would you rather work an extra hour, but get an hour of break time during the day, or work with no breaks, but leave an hour earlier?
Oh, work with no breaks and leave an hour earlier.
Oh my God, it's the obvious choice,
That is the
Ainsley. Like,
easiest thing ever.
this was the simplest would you rather
Yes.
ever. Like, totally forget the breaks. Go home
Yes.
early.
Oh yeah.
Go home early, people.
Go home. Get out of there. You get out of there.
You get out of here.
I knew that would trigger that.
I know.
Audio.
Welcome to Second Saturday, the podcast where every Sunday feels like a Saturday.
This is episode 33, and I'm Ainsley.
And I am Jenn.
And today, it is the day we are celebrating the fact that I'm finally done school forever.
If I had an insert hooray button, like cheers button, I would press that right now, Ainsley. Yes.
Maybe I'll put some hoorays in there for you.
Hooray, hooray.
Hooray!
Oh, it's a good day. Ainsley is
Hooray!
finally finished school. I am finally finished paying for school. So this is a win-win.
It's a win for everybody.
It's a win for everybody. Yes. So
Yes.
awesome. Ainsley, we're going to talk to you. We're going to ask you some questions about your last week,
Yep.
and then what you got scheduled and your
Yep.
feelings and thoughts on the whole
Oh,
thing. And
yeah.
yeah, you're officially like a real person now.
Oh
There's no other
no.
title than just real person now.
I know. I was saying that to someone that day. I was like, my entire life
Yep.
so far, I have just finished school and been like, okay, yep, nope, I'm going back next, like after
Yep.
summer. So it's weird to know that I'm not going back after the summer.
No longer a student. We'll find
That
out if
is really
she's having a
weird.
midlife crisis in
Well,
her 20s about her status of her life.
quarter life
But first,
crisis.
would you rather?
Yes, obviously, no
It's the
breaks
obvious
and early.
choice.
I have already done this in my life. My summer job that
Okay.
I usually have, we get breaks, but I've just always opted out of the house because we get two 15-minute breaks technically. So I
Yeah.
opted out of those and I leave in a half an hour earlier and then I get to go do fun stuff.
Right. I've done both in my career and I like both. Like it is like 15 minutes is just like there's
Yeah.
hardly any time. But so I wouldn't mind coming earlier and actually taking like an hour break. And
Mhm.
then it just actually feels like you're really taking a break from work. Um, but truthfully, if you're only getting normally like a 15-minute break anyways, then just work through
Yeah,
them. Leave an hour
exactly.
early, like
Like if I
100%.
was if I maybe if I did like if I like you said like if I was to start earlier in the day, I'd be okay with it. It's when you kind of start at like that regular time and then the afternoon just drags and no, because when I'm in jobs where it's optional for when I take my lunch break, I usually try to take it as like
Later.
late as I can. So then my
Hmm.
afternoon just like boop done,
Sure.
off we go.
Yeah. And I get hangry, so I need to eat at noon.
Well,
I
sometimes I
would
do
love to
too.
say, "No, I'm gonna take lunch at 1, 2." Nope, not this cat.
Yeah,
She get hangry.
hangry.
Um, Mama needs her food. But I also I mean, oh my goodness, if you leave because even in your brain, like it just knowing that you've like technically left an hour
Yeah,
earlier, it
it's so
just does just
satisfying.
something to your chemical
Yeah,
like stuff in your brain for the
just
excitement
like
of it.
scratches it.
It does. It's like scratching an itch in your brain.
Yeah, yeah,
And it just feels so good. Listen,
yeah.
even if I get nothing accomplished in that extra hour, because I'm pretty sure if I knew that in advance, I'd be like, okay, I got an hour to do this. So I'm totally going to max out and do all this stuff.
No,
It's never going to happen. You met me.
no,
It's never going to happen.
no.
I'd like to think it's going to happen. But hey, I'm getting off an hour early. Truthfully, what am I really going to go do if I
That's
get
like
an hour early?
sometimes at my job I have now my school job because I still have another week of work there.
Okay.
We only work about 5-hour shifts, and so we get a half hour for like lunch break. But usually you just sit down, eat, and then you go back to work.
You're
Like
back
it's
up.
not
Yeah.
because there's lots of downtime. But lately I'll wait, especially if I have that morning shift. I'll wait to eat my lunch until the last half hour of my shift. And then I just
Oh,
sit there and I eat my lunch, and all the new people are coming in to take over, and I'm talking to them, and I'm like, boop, 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 and it
nice.
works out.
Feels
And
like a
what
half
if they
hour
find
off
out?
early.
If they find out about this now, what are they gonna do? Fire me?
What are you gonna do? Follow me?
I
What are
only
you
got
gonna
two
do?
more shifts.
That's awesome. And yeah, so if it's the summer and I get off an hour early,
Oh yeah,
guess where
golf,
this cat's gonna be?
golf course.
Golf, 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 and golf.
Going to the
Yeah,
golf course.
going to the golf course. Yeah. Speaking of golf, do you know what I did earlier this week?
What did you
Oh,
do?
well, listen, you know what? We need to settle up this segment. We're going to ask our audience, which would you rather do? Would you rather work an extra hour and get an hour's break during that day?
Mhm.
Or would you rather go with no break times and leave an hour early? So please put it in the comments. Let us see, let us read them. We always like to read comments. So do it, people. Do it,
Yeah.
do it, do it. Throw it in there.
Do it.
Do you want the breaks? No breaks? Let us know.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah. So sorry. Now
Back to
I'm going to
golf.
go. Am I going to go to golf or do we do the weather report? I'm going to write golf down
She doesn't know what she's doing.
and we'll do the weather report.
We'll do the weather
Golf.
report.
Golf has been written down and circled
And circled.
because this cat does not remember. So,
Nope.
weather report. Okay.
Weather
Where are
report.
you at, Ainsley?
I have witnessed basically every season in the last week. I do actually genuinely think we had snow flurries at one point, but
Okay.
we've had like all of a sudden we'll have one day it is like
Mm-hmm.
20 degrees out and it is amazing.
Oh,
And then the
sounds
next day you
great.
wake up and it is raining and cold and miserable. So I really don't know what is happening to the world right now, but it needs to figure itself out because I'm over it. Okay. So yeah, we've also had really high winds lately, like just like you
Mm,
walk outside. I walked outside today and I actually had to like catch myself because the wind hit me and I was like, whoa, it was about to
wow.
blow me away.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, it hasn't been great. We had a little storm go through today actually.
Okay.
Um yeah,
So
good
you're getting
times.
like spring, summer,
Yeah.
fall, and
It's
winter.
like spring's mad at us or something.
She's a little
It's
testy
it's like
right
a
now.
bear. It just doesn't want to wake up from hibernation yet.
Well, that's a good way to put it. She's a
Yeah,
bear. She's a
bear.
bear. My guys have been talking about bears too because we are into spring. We're still having elements of like feeling like early winter. Like when you just feel like in the first of winter and it's just kind of a little bit cool in that little winter sense. We've
Yep.
had some moments of those, but we are consistently in spring. I want to say.
And I want to preface that they're in spring, but they still have feet's worth of snow.
We do. Um, it is melting at a pretty impressive rate.
Ooh,
Yeah, like especially where the sun is because we've got big sun right now. Like
big
our
sun.
sun, it
Big
doesn't
sun.
get dark here till 9 o'clock ish. I want to say
That's pretty
right
good.
now, and we have it's starting to be daylight before 6. So we're getting into that
That's oh
almost
man.
that all day sunlight. God, I love that time of year. I
Oh,
love it.
just
I
love
love it when the sun comes up, like starts coming up around 3 and it doesn't like get dark till like midnight. Oh, it's a
sun.
great time of year.
Oh,
So we're moving there. But so we are melting, especially where there is sunlight. But we did get and let me tell you, like we're still sitting the other day. Um, we were sitting and it was like I think we sat out on the deck to have coffee
oh,
and it was like -10 feels like minus
what the?
13.
Oh my
But the
goodness.
sun was so strong that we were out there, even though we had like a jacket on or whatever. Like I did get a little bit of a sunburn and you could feel the heat of the sun, which
Yeah.
was nice. But it is starting to like at least the temperatures above zero are starting to flatten the snow. So it's not as unbearable in the bush. And earlier this week, we did actually get rain and like a fairly good
Whoa.
downpour for like maybe half an hour, like in a pretty solid rain, which was really, really exciting. I mean, my snowbanks that are still in my yard are probably still sitting around like 8, 10 feet. They're
Mm,
still pretty, you know. And there's a hard crust now
I don't have
in the mornings.
snowbanks.
Garmin can walk along the crust of the snow, but
I
then
got green
in
grass.
well, we have patches of grass too, but that's because we like push all of
Pot
our
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's because we push all of our snow to the edge of the property so that that all kind of dries out first. So I would say we're definitely into spring. I'm not always wearing a jacket to work during the week, but it's cold, but also knowing that it's going to warm up enough. And when I say that, like it gets up to like 2 or 4. Although we were into double digits a while back, but we're kind of just in regular spring, which is
Oh,
nice. It's
that's good.
exciting.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I'll take it
Woo.
every day. Like it's nice. So it just definitely like winter is behind us now.
Mm,
We can definitely say that.
it's out of there.
Um, but whether or not
Hot
summer's
weather.
coming, not yet. But we're definitely into a
Weather.
solid spring.
Weather or not. Sorry.
Whether or
Whether or
not.
not.
Can you believe we've never done that pun? Whether or
Yeah, that's
not.
actually crazy.
That's we're slow.
Oh,
We got
goodness.
to keep up with the times, Ainsley. So
Yeah,
that's that.
got to get on
Okay.
it.
Yeah. All right. Golf. Okay. Go
Golf,
back to
yes.
my golf
Golf.
note. So anyways, this week, um, we did a virtual golf like well we went
A
into like a
simulator.
simulator, did a golf tournament in a simulator, which was really really fun. My husband and I and some friends of ours.
Did you win?
um I didn't win, but
Then you
honestly,
can't be a
like,
part of this family.
well, here's the hilarious part. So leading up to this simulator tournament, so it was only 3 holes, which was great. Took us a couple of
Yeah.
hours. That's all we needed. And then they did a longest drive too, which was really really fun.
Well, that'd be fun.
But I haven't swung a golf club like all winter long. And we took our clubs to the simulator too, which was quite hilarious. So that meant that we had to go to the golf course. We had to trudge through like 3 feet of snow to get to our golf shed to get our
Oh my
clubs out,
goodness.
which was nice.
Yeah.
Listen, when the Masters was on the other weekend, a little while back, I was cleaning my clubs and getting them all and cleaning out my bag and getting things organized for this golf season. But anyways, I didn't shoot horribly. But what I realized is there really only needs to be one club in my bag, and that's my 7 iron. Because as much
She
as I
loves her
tried to
seven
use
iron.
like one of my hybrids or like a 6 or anything else, that 7 is just so consistent for me. And I think the first hole I shot like a 10 on, but we also it's just getting used to a simulator as well. And the course that they had was quite challenging. Everybody had to do it, but we all had higher scores on that first hole. But then I'm like, you know what? Just stick to the 7. And even on like a par
Stick to the
5,
seven.
I didn't do that bad. I think I shot double bogey, which wasn't bad.
Oh, that's
So
pretty good.
overall, I did well. It took me a little while to kind of get used to like hitting and putting and figuring that out. But it felt good to swing the clubs. Felt
Well,
really
that's
good to swing the
good.
clubs.
That's good.
So yes, so now I'm very excited for the season, and I'm really hoping that this place puts on more of these little mini tournaments. So yeah, and it was really nice because they had it throughout the day. So you had your tea times,
Hmm.
and then another group would come in, and another group would come in. It was a lot of fun, and the drive. So you had to drive your ball, but you had to stay within a range too. Like if it went outside the
Oh.
zone, that then no matter that distance, it didn't count. And I was pretty consistent. Like 2 of my hits, almost all 3 of them were within like a 10-yard difference. One of them was outside of the boundary, but the other 2 were only like a yard and a half apart. So and they were pretty respectable
Well, that's
for not
good.
swinging a club. A lot of fun. Yep, I can't wait to go back and do it again. I'm very excited. So, shout out to the Motor Inn for hosting that, and I hope the turnout was good. Like we really enjoyed it. Everybody that I talked to really really enjoyed it. Something fun to do. And yeah, so here's to many more. And then getting on
Woo.
the real one.
Yeah.
Um, that's my story. Sticking to it. All right, Ainsley,
It's my turn.
you are now officially done school.
I am officially not well, I haven't gotten my grades back yet. But uh no, I am officially done school and it's exciting and scary and
It
sad and
is.
happy and
It's a mixed bag of
every
emotions.
emotion. I feel like I've kind of have like pushed past like pushed away the thoughts of like it and then on my last day was on Thursday
Okay.
and I finished my last class. So when I started, I think I've mentioned this, when I started school, my very first class was a sound class. And then I ended up sticking with the sound stream, and my last class was a sound class.
You bookend
So
it.
it was the perfect way. And when we finished
Yep.
class and I was walking back through the school to my car, I was actually like all teary eyed and emotional. I was like, this is so sad. Like, this has been my life for 4 years. So it was a bittersweet moment.
Bittersweet. Of course. I get it.
Yeah,
Mine
and then
was
I
too.
tried calling my mother to share that moment with her, and she wouldn't answer her phone because she was golfing. So
Um, to
I
be
called
fair, I
my
think I
grandma.
put to be fair, I'm pretty sure I had my phone on silent, which I don't have right now, so I better
Oh,
get on that. But
oh,
I'm pretty sure I had my phone on silent and forgot to unsilence it.
yeah.
Story of my life.
So yeah,
I pick up my
it's
phone, all I see is rude. I'm like,
rude. I
uh-oh,
texted
Ainsley
her.
called me.
Yeah, that was me. But it's a weird feeling to know that I won't have classes anymore. Which over this past year,
Yes.
I've been very excited to be done with classes because
Yes.
college classes just I don't work great with those. If it was like a high school class because you do work in person, blah blah blah. Anyways,
Yes.
but it is. I'm very excited about that part.
Good. That's
Yeah,
great. You did mention to me a week or so ago that you'll be happy to be done school in the aspect of you go to school during the day, but then in the evenings you still have things to work on. So you'll be
yeah,
excited. You did say to me that you'll be excited to not have to be working on projects
yeah.
and such in the
That's like
evenings.
probably my biggest thing I'm excited about because it's
Okay.
just I want to be able to come home and do
Yeah.
fun things that I want to do, like edit
Yeah.
stuff for this lovely podcast and all that sort of fun stuff. And so
Yay.
I'm glad that I can like actually put time towards other things that I've
Yep.
wanted to do all year that I really couldn't because school, school, school.
It is. Listen, school comes first,
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah.
100%. So that's great. That's really good news.
Yeah.
I'm super
So
happy for you.
it was exciting. I only had 2 days of classes because I've only had 2 days of classes all semester. And on Tuesday we had our last portfolio class, which is the class that we make all our films in. So it is
Oh,
the
okay.
entire the entire year in one class. And so we watched the trailers for all of our films. And then we did a huge class
Cool.
photo at the end. So we all went down to the bottom of the
Aw.
classroom and we had someone take a photo of us. So it was really sweet. And everyone stayed back and talked and cried and all that fun stuff.
I love
So
that. That's
yeah.
really neat.
So I'm not 100% done with the school yet.
No.
As I said, I still have 2 more shifts at the school gym. And then I also have an award show coming up in a week and a
Yeah.
bit. I don't actually know if we get awards, but the school or like our program rents a theater and we play all of our films at a theater, which is going to
Oh,
be really
so
exciting. We get to bring guests with us. So my dad's coming
yep.
and my girlfriend's coming with me because someone has to work. I think that's very rude, but whatever.
Work, hey?
Whatever.
Listen, you'll soon know that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that'll be really exciting. Get to see everyone one more
Yeah.
time and all that
Oh,
fun
that's
stuff.
awesome. Well, and it'll be nice to see everybody's full projects, right? Because
Yeah,
you're
because I
only
haven't seen like we our last I
yeah.
saw was well, I guess I've seen some, but I wasn't in class for certain ones or stuff like that. So I
Yep.
haven't actually seen the finished product of anyone's
Oh,
films,
nice.
not even the ones I worked on. So like
Oh,
I
okay.
worked on 3 in total, but 2 this semester where I was in the post-production side of it, and I was doing sound for those. And so I only had their like picture lock, which doesn't have any of the color done, none of the
Oh,
VFX done. So I haven't even seen the final version of the ones I've worked on. So it'll be
interesting.
very exciting.
That
They
is so
do
exciting.
have
I am very
we got to make posters, like they made posters for the films and they're hanging up in the
okay.
school, which I have forgot to go see. So when I go to work next week, I'm going to go look at them because my name is on the posters.
Well, and take photos of them.
I
I'd love
will.
to see them too. Take
So
take photos.
that's
Yes.
it's exciting.
That is exciting. That will be a great time. Your dad is very excited. He's really looking forward to that and
Hmm.
checking it out. So I'm really happy for him. I fortunately will be coming down for your actual graduation and spending
Yes.
a little bit of extended time. So that's kind of it's kind of the silver lining for me that I can't
Yeah.
come and see these awards, but that's okay.
My
Coming to
grad
the
isn't
grad.
until June, so you guys will
Yeah,
get to listen to us talk about all this fun stuff again
you
when I
will.
actually graduate.
Yep. And then we'll definitely be doing a podcast
Oh yeah.
together
Oh yeah.
that week, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
That'll be a lot of fun.
And yeah, and then hopefully we can throw some fun things into the mix during your grad week, which would be really, really
Yes.
nice. I'd
But
like
now
that.
I'm off into the real world now.
Okay, so what's your future looking like?
Well, right now it's got about a whole lot of nothing in it.
Whole
Um
lot of nothing.
I've been looking for jobs, seeking out jobs. The industry's in a little bit of a lull right now, which is a little unfortunate, but there's still
Okay.
lots of different ways to go about it.
Yep.
I'm kind of looking a little bit more into like content creation things or like broadcast stuff, so not necessarily like TV and movies.
Okay.
But anything I can find, I'll take it.
Really? That's when you're starting out. That's what you
So
do.
I'm in the process of moving right now too, which is exciting.
Mm.
Woo! Which also, can I say, I have recorded podcasts in this lovely room before, and usually I'm
Okay.
hanging onto my microphone. But today I remembered my little stand,
Look at her.
so we're a lot more professional now. Um, but
And you're brighter.
yes, I discovered there's a light above me I did not know about, so that's lovely.
Ainsley doesn't look
Um,
around her surroundings very
Apparently
much.
not. The switch is right beside me, and I had
Oh my
no idea.
god.
It's
I
because it
love
was too dark in here before. I couldn't see it. Um.
that.
Anyways,
Yes.
so yeah, the whole semester it's been bittersweet. Like I finished football a couple weeks ago,
Yes.
which we all knew because I had my little brace on. Which I've also been cleared that I don't have to wear it at home. I need to start
Oh,
moving my
okay.
wrist a little bit, so that's
Okay,
exciting.
good. I didn't even
Uh,
notice. Didn't
yeah,
even pay attention.
but yeah, I had a football banquet as well, which was exciting. I got a couple awards there, which I think I mentioned
Yes.
before.
So
So
proud.
it's
So
it is
proud.
sad. Everything's coming to an end. I mean, football not necessarily. There is a summer league that I'm kind of joining a little bit because what would I do without sports? Sports have taken up the last 8 years of my life,
Yeah.
so I gotta
That
gotta do
part's hard to let
something.
go of, so that's good.
Yeah.
So good for
So
you to keep on with that.
yeah,
I,
I think overall I'm okay. I just don't think I've let myself have my mental breakdown yet. So I'll let you know when that
okay.
happens. I know it's
Yep.
there. It's creeping up on me like, "Oh my god, what am I doing?" But I've kind of been pushing it back cuz I've been too busy to deal with that.
Yeah.
So,
I think I did the same thing. And I was also living in a house with the same roommates that I
yeah.
had for 3 years. And I'm pretty sure my poor parents, when they drove me home after we like completely cleaned out that house, I
Mhm.
probably bawled
Yep.
for like 4.5 of the 5 hour trip it was going to take us or whatever to get
Yeah.
home. And it's just a rite of passage, man.
It
You got to
is.
process
It's
it.
sad. Like I only lived in the house I'm in now for a year, but it's been the best year out of all my live-in
Good.
situations. So I am quite sad because like technically I could still live there throughout the summer, but why pay
No,
more money when I can move and pay less money? So makes more sense.
exactly.
So it is sad. I'm also only like 45 minutes away, so it's not like I can never see these people again. And as I because I
That's the
they don't
lucky part about that is
know.
everybody's relatively close.
Yeah, and they don't I don't think any of my roommates know that I'm essentially basically moved out right now. I have the bare bones in my bedroom, but everyone's been like, "But we're never going to see you again." I was like, "I will just tell me to come over and I will come over." It's pretty simple. I'll just drive
It's not
over and
hard,
hang out
people.
with you.
Just
So,
invite me.
yeah,
Love
that's
it.
kind of my life at the moment.
I
A
love it.
bittersweet few days.
Yeah, it will be. It
Yeah.
will be. But you know what? Now you'll be on to a different chapter, which this is the
Yes.
only chapter you've known is studies
Exactly.
and school.
I've only and
Um,
I've loved school my entire life, so.
it's been pretty good to you.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, but you know what? This is going to be super exciting and fun too.
Mhm.
So, good on you. Well,
Yeah.
that's nice, Ainsley.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm all
glad you're
grown up.
finished.
I'm all
You're
grown up.
look at you grown up.
Look at
You're
me.
all grown
I'm a
up.
big girl now.
Oh
Ugh,
my gosh, I love it. Well, that's awesome.
yes.
Nice. All right.
Yes.
Well, I think that's what else do we need to talk about with that? I think we're
I think we've covered it. I'm gonna go
I love
enjoy my
that.
freedom for a few days.
Go and enjoy your
Oh yeah. I'm
freedom.
a free little
Nice.
bird. Little
It is it's
bittersweet.
a nice day out here today. It's a half decent day, so
It's not
I
here,
am
but
excited to go and just kind of enjoy a nice relaxing Easter Sunday, which I'm really looking forward to today.
I
So,
get turkey for Easter. Oh, I guess we should say happy Easter.
happy
This is
Easter
coming
everybody.
out on Easter. It's
Like at the
Easter.
very end of our podcast. Happy Easter everybody.
Wow, we are on top of it, let me tell you.
Honest to goodness.
But yes, I get turkey for Easter.
Nice. I think I'm going to have craft dinner.
Oh, I mean, why not?
Only because we kind of celebrated it last weekend with some family, and then my husband and my son will be busy working. So listen, I'm okay. I'm okay just to have an easy peasy Sunday today,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna have craft dinner. Life is good,
My Sunday is a
and
little bit hectic. Where I'm having turkey, which is good, but there's going to be 3 kids, family. It's going to be crazy.
nice.
But I do good with crazy, so it's okay. I mean,
She's
look
only
who
lived with it
raised
for a
me.
long time.
Yeah, look
She's lived with
exactly.
it
I was raised
right
by
here.
crazy. Crazy's in
Raised
my
by
blood.
crazy.
Hi, hi,
Yes,
hi.
it is. Oh, I love that. So happy Easter to
Happy
everybody.
Easter.
Thank you for listening to our podcast on this lovely Easter Sunday or
Yes.
whenever you're listening to it.
Ooh.
This is your cue.
Oh, 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 I forgot. It's a rough listen. I'm thinking about freedom and
I know you are.
I'm just off into the clouds. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and come back every week because
Come back
why
every week,
wouldn't
man.
you?
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
all
go to
good.
Dubai. I'm free now. I can go to Dubai.
Oh, and just one side note, we did reach over 400 subscribers.
Yes, we've hit
So thank you to everybody
400. I
who's
think we're
subscribed and
around
tuning in.
425-ish now. We're getting up
Ooh,
there. We are getting
who
up there.
knew?
So,
Who knew? Super
exactly.
appreciate everybody that has subscribed, tunes in, checks us out. Hope you're
Yes.
still entertained by Ainsley and I's craziness and wackiness. And
Oh yeah.
listen, if you guys have any questions that you want to ask us, put it in the comments, and then maybe we'll have like a question and answer
Oh, that'd be fun.
period one time. Yeah. So
That'd be
if you
really
have any
fun.
questions for us about Ainsley and I and our lives, and all that fun stuff, put it in the comments, and we'll compile them, and maybe we'll do a question and answer
Yeah.
sometime soon here. I'd like that.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right,
Yeah.
everybody, enjoy your Easter Sunday. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Ainsley and I are going to go enjoy ours, and we will see you
Yes.
next
Turkey.
week.
Bye. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Ciao. Gobble, gobble.